Let us learn another problem from nature of physical world and measurement. The velocity v of a particle in the time t is related as v equals alpha t plus beta t square plus delta gamma divided by delta plus t. Find the dimensions of alpha, beta and gamma and even delta. Dimensions of each term of right hand side equals dimensions of each terms of left hand side. This is called principle of homogeneity. This is what we are going to use it here. For further problem, we may require the other concept like mathematical ratios are dimensionless. The first one, trigonometric ratios like sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. These trigonometric ratios are the ratios of the sides of right angle triangle. So they are dimensionless. So let us take sin theta. Here theta is the angle which is dimensionless. Then sin theta itself is dimensionless. Let us go for the second one, logarithmic function. Here log x. In this, x is dimensionless and log x itself is dimensionless. Then exponential function e power x. Here x is dimensionless, then e power x together is dimensionless. So with this knowledge, let us solve the problem. So left hand side we have velocity. So the right hand side each term should have the dimension of velocity. Dimension of each term on the of the right hand side equals dimensions of velocity. The dimension of velocity is Lt power minus 1. So the first term alpha t, the dimensions of alpha t is Lt power minus 1. So let us substitute the dimension of time, it is capital T. Alpha t equals Lt power minus 1. Alpha equals Lt power minus 1 divided by t. Dimension of alpha equals Lt power minus 2. Beta t is the second term. Beta t square is the second term. The dimensions of beta t square once again equals the dimension of velocity Lt power minus 1. So the dimension of beta equals Lt power minus 3. Delta plus t should have the dimension of t. So the dimension of delta is also the dimension of time t. Dimension of gamma divided by delta plus t equals the dimension of velocity Lt power minus 1. Dimension of gamma divided by t equals Lt power minus 1. Dimension of gamma equals L. T power minus 1 cancel. Let us go for the second problem. The displacement of a particle is given by S is equal to sin omega t minus kx, where t in second, x in meter. Find the dimension of omega and k. Angles are dimensionless. So omega t minus kx is dimensionless. Here omega t is dimensionless, kx is dimensionless. Let us go with first one, omega t is dimensionless. So the dimension of omega is inverse of time. Dimension of omega equals t power minus 1. T power minus 1 into t, okay, cancel each other. So omega t becomes dimensionless. Similarly, we go with kx is dimensionless. Here k should have the dimension inverse of dimension of length. So the dimension of k equals L power minus 1. The velocity of a particle is given by v equals v naught e power minus lambda t, where t is the time. Find the dimensions of v naught and lambda. Power of exponential function is dimensionless. Exponential function itself dimensionless. We have learned this. Lambda t is dimensionless. The power of exponential function is dimensionless. So lambda t is dimensionless. So this term is coming wrongly here. Let me strike out this. Let us go further. So the dimension of lambda is the inverse of time. So dimension of lambda equals t power minus 1. The dimension of v naught is the dimension of velocity. Dimension of velocity is Lt power minus 1. So dimension of V naught equals Lt power minus 1. Thank you, children.